Hello everyone, Melvina Germain here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Guess what? I believe it's week 28 poetry. And of course, guess what I have here? Yes, my cup of tea. A plain cup, can you believe? So welcome to my poetry. Sip. Hot. Very good though. So, I want to start out this morning by telling you about something that happened to me the other day. Driving down the street, and all of a sudden it seemed like he appeared out of nowhere. And there was this guy on a single wheel, people. A single wheel shocked me. Just riding down the street, going in and out and in and out. He was enjoying himself. And all I could think of, this is the face of the new generation. So an image came to mind. How about 15 people like that on the street? One wheel, motorized, going fast with us drivers. How dangerous is that? Or will most of us be gone, perhaps? And everybody will be doing the same thing, all single wheel. In the winter, I don't know, they'd have to go back to cars, wouldn't they? Anyway, that was something that I just wanted to share with you. I looked it up, and these single wheel used vehicles, they call them, they're not covered with anything, can run from $1,499 to $4,499 for that single wheel. You know anything good? I'm sure he had a sense of freedom as he was waving his arms out and about. Anyway, we should start with a poem today called, let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to go into fading away just yet. Oh, maybe I will read Fading Away. I'm in a mood today. I'm sort of in that sort of maybe melancholy mood, you could say. Let me read a poem for you called Fading Away. Abundance richly feathers my soul. Gifts magnify continually from spirits of old. The receiver I accept honorably. 'Tis me, and the message inspires me incredibly. Hence my dreams present me seer. I realize my truth is over there, so far, so far, so far away. I've dreamt of heaven's beauty day by day. On earth a taste of what is to be, such a gift my friend awarded me. Fear has no place within my soul. I'm ready to take that heavenly stroll. And as my eyes weaken, truly they open wide, for strength bestows me from the other side. And I smile, yes, I smile, large as can be. God alone is amazingly smiling back at me. Gazing long in the distance of cobalt blue, I see a multitude of stars bursting through, covering souls who search the end, looking for family and old-time friends. This dream, this insatiable dream, and the resonance lifts high above. That dream lingers long, locked within my mind. Truly, I see the love, reaching the apex of eternal love. Yes, I messed up on the last part, but I think I brought it back. Anyway, let's see what else do we have here that I wanted to talk about today. I lost 4 family members to what is referred to as dementia. I think about that quite often, especially when I can't remember things. I wonder, is it affecting me too? Dementia. It's a broad umbrella, actually, dementia. The term to describe a person's changes in memory. And it happens so slowly, you might not realize what's going on, and especially if you're the person living with it. And I remember my mom used to call me on the telephone, and and ask me different things, and I would give her the answers, no problem. And then a couple of days later, she'd call me back again, asking me the same thing. And then a few days later, she'd call me back again, asking the same thing. And I had no clue, no idea what was going on. And I wondered, what is wrong? Why is she doing that? And then I would justify that by saying, oh, well, she's getting older. These things happen. You're getting older. And then many years later, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And she wasn't the first one. At that time, then there had already been my dad who suffered with it, so I knew about that. My aunt, and after my mom, another auntie. So dementia is actually like an umbrella. Let's say that dementia is the umbrella. Beneath the umbrella follows Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, Lewy body disease, frontotemporal dementia, alcohol-related dementia. That's an interesting one. And there's others, human immunodeficiency, younger onset dementia. I've heard it as early onset dementia, dementia caused by Huntington's disease, and so on. And so there's much to look out for. And I wish someone had told me at the time, or somehow I would have seen a message that explained what dementia was about, and I would have known. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit today in case there's someone else wondering, why can't I remember, or why is my family member constantly asking, continually asking the same questions over and over and over, as if they're slowly fading away. Memory, memory, memory goes. Okay, I read the slowly fading away. I have one called Night Shadows I'd like to read for you. I don't believe I've read this before. It doesn't have a red sticker on it, so I haven't read it before. She wakes again at twilight and steals the blues of night song. No princess, queen or king shall stand before her, whilst night shadows dance along. She cries, the cry of goddesses and mermaids of the deep green sea. Her repose became as strange as she battles to be with me. Again the night has passed, and morning became the day. Our sadness grew stronger by eventide, as we knew they would soon take her away. No night shadows came to our rescue, as time came to be. Her lips were soft and sweet. I kissed her tenderly. A faint goodbye she whispered, as my tears began to fall. Sadness grew stronger, whilst we waited for the call. Choice was not mine, as I left her, standing there. I walked away with my head bowed, while her agonizing screams permeated the air. My love, I shall ne'er forget you. Your beauty still walks the pale, and I wonder if I'll see you again, goddess, in the meadow along the dale. I hope you enjoyed that poem. Fading away of people, leaving us, lost ones. So sad. So, so sad. So we realize then that we must look after ourselves while we're here and enjoy our life the best we can here. And to do that, we start with looking after ourselves from the inside out. The inside out. There are many things that we can do. We become much better equipped to deal with society if we keep ourselves in good bodily shape, inside and out. Skin ages. Let's talk about that a little bit. What ages our skin? I'm 77 now. My skin's not bad. Could be better. I'm constantly working on it. Smoking is one thing. I wouldn't say that smoking is number one. Certainly it's within the first three. Stress, I would say, is number one. And of course, alcohol. Though with alcohol, you'll find people that just don't want to admit that they need to give that up. The same as you will find people that don't want to admit that they need to give up smoking. Lack of moisturizer is something definite to put on the skin, and certainly the use of sunscreen will keep that skin supple. Tanning. People want to get that dark tan, though there's a problem with people with skin of color of the skin, they still want to get that dark tan so they can fit in. Lack of sleep, a big one, a real big one. Lack of cleansing. You know, cleanliness is godliness, as is said, so one must keep themselves clean. The use of oil on the skin. I have found that over the years that learning about oils has really, really helped me a lot. And I use olive oil, coconut oil, all different kinds of essential oils in the bath, on my skin for different reasons. Diet, lots of greens, and beautiful, gentle creams. And stop squeezing your face. That's one thing for sure. Stop squeezing those little things, those little bumps that come up on your face. See your doctor. They have doctors out there that specialize in these things. Let me find you some more poetry, shall we? I have some here. I'm going to read a few. This is supposed to be poetry time, not talking about wellness and so on like that. Oh, carpet. The first one that shows up. Roll it up and throw it out. The snake can't find it then, so you can come and visit and watch the bugs crawl in. Don't ask, don't ask, where was my head? Callosious, meaning defying, reckless, no caution, give it all you got and more. I'm different, bound to be unique, stirring up old soup, grinding the corn, sitting in my seat. This world is sure to be mine, I'm not sure. I'm not your normal bloke, or your yes to be, it's true. I'm bombastically woken from the blind, yes, I'm simply one of a kind. Ah, yes. Do you remember in the 1970s how we used to wear those beautiful bell-bottom pants? I do. I surely do. And I had my share of bell-bottom pants. So I wrote a poem called Bell Bottom Blues. Oh, I remember those feisty days when bell-bottoms were all the rage. In the 70s, we partied high and consumed what lay beneath the sky. A sexual revolution, yes, my dears, drums thumping hard over the years. Bad decisions became unglued, rising high in cookies and beer. Do you remember? I certainly do. Time has come, inhibitions lost, laid out freely. So much the cost. Our temple was massacred, our beauty tossed far, our lips grew moist at the neighborhood bar. Freedom came, freedom went, society's voice so harshly bent. Now baby boomers are the product, you see. Never forget the bell-bottom blues of the 70s. Oh, I'll bet you have memories there as well as I do. I'll bet you do. What do we have here? Oh, I read that one just now. With all the upset in the world, I sometimes sit and ponder, and words just seem to flow, and I just put them down as they come out. I don't focus, I don't think about them. I had a black lady once when I was at a funeral giving a eulogy and reading some of my poems as well. I read 2 poems at this particular funeral. And as I was walking out the door, she stopped me and she said, I really enjoyed your poems. And I said, thank you very much. I appreciate that. She said, of course you realize those aren't your words. And I said, I know. I realize that. And then I looked at her and I said, well, can you tell me why God comes at 3 o'clock in the morning? And her daughter, who was probably about 9 or 10 years old, began to laugh. And she couldn't stop laughing. Finally, Mother laughed as well. And of course, I thought that was quite funny myself. And I laughed. But anyway, sometimes I'll sit down and It won't be 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It might be, what time did I write this particular poem called Untitled? Oh, 1:15 p.m. to 2:44 p.m. It's untitled. Didn't give it a title at all. Watch out for the two-faced beast creeping round, and listen intently to the horror of the dragon's unsavory sound. Watch closely, and you may see the demons of yesteryear reappear in different suits. I wonder if you are aware. Ah, gaze long into darkness and see in tandem ugliness play out. Together sour beasts became the norm, as stereotypical slurs were okay to murmur and boisterously shout. Observe, my friends, observe, and quickly become aware. If Jim Crow returns from the shadows of the deep, a massive war may ensue from all who rally against the nine-headed serpents who crawl slowly infringing on peace when good souls want to rest and sleep. With restoration transform souls of coupled thieves. Does the mass cower in pain, suffering, and monumental grief? Oh, questions, many questions, where doth thy answers fall? Perhaps in the hands of corrupt demons over all. When toxic politics writes down hard where manipulation and intimidation rules, who rises to the helm, cutting heads of serpents off while the tail wags and a rattle is profusely heard in sound and in nauseating word? Will the monsters ever truly go away, or will the stealing of souls, the purveying lies, and corrupting the true nature of man be the meat that lays on the plate day by bleeding day? Stand up and take your place. Let God be your saving grace. History is the map where memory sees its return unfold. The jagged weapons, the odorless kill, the gruesome sound where empathy may never exist, and the roar of hungry hounds. Get ready for the power of corruption and terror to feed their guts in celebration of a tyrant's guest list. Get ready. Okay, Untitled. What shall I call that eventually? I don't know. And whatever it means to you, people, whatever it means to you. I have a friend. I don't see her anymore. We may see each other again. I don't know. We'll call her Miss B. Miss B. We've had many conversations sitting in her living room and with her little four-legged friends running round. Beautiful cats and wonderful dogs. And somehow we seemed to have a relationship. When I showed up, they gathered around me. They really did. Motley. Yes. Candy. No, Candy was my dog. Oh, I can't remember that little dog's name now. I remember Motley so well. Anyway, I learned a lot about the relationships between human and animals, which is wonderful because it gave me the opportunity to have a good relationship with me and my cat. We get along so well. I love to brush that little baby every day. Cheers to our four-legged friends. You know, some people like their animals more than they like people. That's my friend. She's like that. Our four-legged friends have feelings too. Oh, yes, they do. We ought to learn from their loyalty, their unconditional love, their eyes that care. Compassion flourishes within them. To treat them bad, how do we dare? The fact that they won't retaliate shocks me with the way some people treat them. They would deserve that retaliation. Now, that's not really nice to say, but it's true. They can't speak to us, these poor animals. They depend on us. They give us love. They give us compassion. They're there to soothe our souls. The least we can do is treat them well. So be kind to the animals. And also, be kind to people. That's the end of our segment 28 this week, people. I hope you found something to enjoy in this week's poetry, and I hope you did share with me with a cup of tea. Have a good day. God bless you all. Bye for now.